Hello, and welcome back to the M2 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anthony. The co-host right here is Mr. JK KyleHeath. This is the show where we cover gaming, industry-related news of pretty much the last week. But this week, we're going to talk a little bit about how, well, first of all, we got Xbox Game Pass is actually doing some cuts. Maybe that might have something to do with, like, ownership changes and, like, leadership basically being like, $30 a month is a lot of money, especially in this economy. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, we're going to follow it up with that. There's a little bit more of a reveal that came out this week, or a little bit more promptu. There is also Pokemon / maybe Nintendo drama going on with a pro player getting penalties. It's kind of an odd situation, so we're going to yap about that for a while. And then we're going to dive into more like Marathon, because Bungie is officially sending more of their developers to concentrate on Marathon and kind of letting Destiny 2 go. So yeah, without further ado, Kyle, how you been, dude? I appreciate the Cloud9 shirt. That's pretty sick. We both match in blue, so that's kind of nice. What do you got going on, man?
We're nuts. Yeah, no, I've just been chilling, man. I was trying to think before the pod if I'd played anything this week.
Yeah.
And nothing came to mind immediate, so I guess I didn't. I don't know. I was on vacation half of last week, so I didn't have to work, which is nice. But yeah, you would have thought like, oh, I probably would have hopped on some games or something. Did not do that. Although I have been seeing a lot of like clips. Really, like Fortnite's like festival has like you can like sing in it now. So I don't know if that's a new feature, if that's something that's always been there. But like I've been getting a lot of clips of people like singing on Fortnite festival now, which is kind of cool.
That's been on there for a minute. It's actually the last time I was on Fortnite and I gave it a shot with like a couple of buddies. I can't remember what was going on, but I had like so much free time. It might have been during the holidays, or like when things kind of slow down ish around like Thanksgiving and everybody's just kind of chill. It might have been around that time. Yeah, but it was kind of surprising too, because you can actually, your character can go play drums as well. They turn it into kind of a rock band scenario.
I saw that too. Yeah, you can like hook up actual drums to it, or not like actual drums,
sick.
but
well, yeah, like rock band drums or like electronic drums, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff there. Yeah. So I've seen a lot of clips of that. So I don't know. I was thinking about hop on that. It like I played it. I played it months ago, but I like only did guitar and bass or whatever.
Yeah.
But it inspired me. I was like, one of these days I need to get like one of the newer like Guitar Hero style guitars that have come out, like the newer kind of iterations from like Control, I think's the name of the brand.
Yeah, it was like the remake or whatever, because everybody was still like, that was when retro gaming was super big and people are still trying to find like those old school Guitar Hero controllers. I got 2 of them at the good old what's it called, Goodwill, which is pretty sick.
It was crazy. So yeah, I mean, one of these days I'll probably get one of those guitars and actually like get back into it, because it's been forever since I played Guitar Hero. But there's an opportunity to do that now on the Fortnite festival. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably end up hopping on that at some point. But yeah, dude, I was thinking about, like, I still have KCD2 on the mind, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I still got to get back to it. It's been, I looked at my last play, I think it was like March 4th or something like that, dude. It's been a month and a half. It's like almost 2.
I was about to say, it's almost 2 months.
So yeah, it's almost 2 months, which should be a crime, honestly. I'm surprised I'm not locked up at this point, but I don't know, I need to hop back on that. So that's still on the list. Still want to get to it at some point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like not too much, like, kind of first part of the week this week. I haven't really played anything. I know I don't know. Last night I did have like an episode of like a really bad like sinus headache that just came on like out of nowhere. So like I ended up like having to turn in early, and I was just like it was one of those things where I was like in bed and I'm just like, I had my phone tilted. I had basketball or something I wasn't really paying attention to on, and I was just like trying to sit through the pain I was feeling. It's just like one of those nights.
Oh no, dude.
Thankfully I woke up this morning and felt fine, but yeah,
that's good.
Every now and then it's been a while since I've gotten a headache like that, and like just a weird, like it used to. Yeah, it was kind of like, it's pretty much on par with a migraine, but like, I mean, I don't know, last time I got one was like over a year ago or something like that. But every time it would happen, it would be like while I was sleeping throughout the night, and then I'd wake up and just have like a ruthless headache. And so I'd have to like call out of work and just be like, yeah, I can't even like sit up. So it's just like one of those things. So yeah, that wasn't very fun, but luckily that went away. So
yeah,
it's I don't know, but yeah, just trying to continue with like, just a fitness grind and enjoying some playoff sports and just trying to, trying to feed myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing that, but I need to put some gaming in there too. Something I just haven't done. So
you know what? Has it been raining down by you at all?
No, it's actually been like sunny the past week. surprisingly.
Yeah.
Got anything.
Well, for us in Charlotte, we're dealing with like a 3 week drought. It's something insane. Like I didn't notice it because pretty much every weekend for the last month or so I've been out of town, and everywhere I've gone it's been raining. So
Nice.
it was raining in Florida, it was raining in Vegas for a day, it was raining in Pittsburgh as well. So I was like, what is going on? It's like everywhere I've been the last weekend it's been raining. And then when I came home, somebody mentioned it to me from work, like around Tuesday, a couple of days ago. And they were saying to me, they were just like, yeah, like we're in a drought, man. There's like water advisory. Don't use water. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It made no sense to me.
That's crazy.
But yeah, yeah. What I bring that up because I'm like, on rainy days, that might be the best day to like game because you won't be outside enjoying the
Yeah, it's
weather or
true, man.
anything,
It's true.
watching movies or something.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know. I don't think it was this past weekend, but the weekend before that, it was like I had like watched a couple movies for the first time in a while, and watched movies in a while. So it's one of those things like I just get on those get those like sudden like urges to just like sit down and watch a show or a movie. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I've been watching The Boys too. Actually, I think there's a new episode that came out today. I need to catch up. But yeah, I've been watching that too. Catch up on season 5. It's been good so far. So I'm probably honestly might just watch that after this because like the past couple episodes that have come out, it's been like a day or two until I would get to
Yeah.
them. And dude, man, you scroll Twitter like on the release of a show, and it's like I'm just like scrolling past spoilers left and right. So I'm like, I need to like get on this like right away because
Yeah.
if I don't, it's just I
Yeah.
get spoiled pretty easily. So
For the boys that was happening?
yeah, dude, for the last episode of The Boys, there's a couple things I just scrolled past, and I was like, oh, that must be the new episode. And sure enough, when I watched it, I was like, I already saw this. So
Uh,
one of those things.
my algorithm hasn't been sending me any of that stuff. My algorithm's just been all like Everton related, like
Yeah.
and Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think
I'm very much lucking out.
yeah, this past week was a lot of like Canes and whatnot. I was getting a lot of that on my feed, which
Hmm.
I love. So dude, it's like Hurricanes, man. I'm so happy. Just
Yeah.
watch that first game was great. Watch that second game. Like double overtime is crazy. Going to bed at like
Yeah.
midnight, and when I've been going to bed at like 11, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay up, even though we might lose. We probably should lose. I'm gonna stay up, and then sure enough, we won. I was like, yeah, it's
I
worth
was
it.
really worried about that. Like I didn't want to say anything in the group chat when we were watching it. But the last time they went to that many overtimes, I think was like it was against Florida Panthers. It was the
Yeah,
Eastern Conference Finals, and it was like the second game, and it went to 4 overtimes. And after they lost that, and they were down 2 games, I was like, they just lost the series. Because when you lose something that huge,
yeah,
the players will just go into this mindset of like it's just not meant to be. Like
yeah. They just
it's
start losing it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes, man, it's like hockey can be kind of lucky on some games, but if you're going to like the fourth overtime, it ain't luck. It's just like you just lost, bro. Like that
Yeah,
sucks.
I
Yeah,
know.
we'll see how they play out. I want to get on NHL. Was it like 26 or whatever? Whenever that's coming out,
Oh
or
yeah.
if it already did come out, I think like 27. My buddy buys it every single year, and he like maxes out all the characters, and yeah, he does the same thing with Madden too, and he competes in tournaments and stuff. He actually makes some money off of it. Plays money matches.
Let's
Yeah,
go, man. But yeah.
he's for real.
Yeah, it's I don't know, but yeah, I mean, that was really my week. I know you were like out of town and stuff, doing stuff and whatnot.
So
So
tired of being out
uh,
of town, bro.
yeah,
So
I know
tired
you're
of it.
probably I'm probably just tired in general, man. A lot of that traveling along
Yeah.
with work and stuff, it adds up. So
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if you think about it, like the last 5 weeks, 5 weeks ago I was in Vegas, and then I had a week off, then I was in Miami, and then I was in uh Pittsburgh, and now I'm like, dude, finally I can just chill, you know?
yeah,
Like, yeah.
it's
And
gotta
that's
be
what I
nice.
did yesterday, actually. I did get to play some video games. So I was playing Halo 2. I like jumped in team pick and stuff like that. I was just talking smoke, and then I get on there. I was getting destroyed because I was like, I haven't played in ages. Everybody had tempo a little bit faster than me, and I was forgetting some of the call outs. But also, I was just like, I had a couple of brewskis in me, and I was like, finally, I can lay back and
Yeah,
relax, like
yeah,
just hang out with the boys. Um, yeah, but hopefully my schedule gets a little bit lighter coming up, especially with the holidays, and then a little bit more laid back. Get back on that video game grind. Be nice.
yeah, man. It's Hoping for that, especially for you, dude. Get a little,
Yeah,
a little relaxation. Yeah.
that's the point, man. We're gonna be vibing. But how about we vibe into this week's like start of the article, start of
I
the
would
week
agree.
article? Yeah,
I
we got
would
some good
agree.
news. Finally, when was the last time you saw prices drop, dude?
It's a very, very, very good, poignant question. A lot of times we've seen them go up, but guess what? Guess what? Do we say this is a W for the new Xbox CEO? Let's find out.
Yeah, that's a good. Well, what's your take so far? Like off the title and maybe rumors you've heard.
So, um, I mean,
Well,
I
tell the people
think,
what happened.
yeah, let's tell people what happened. I mean, I think overall, like, I think this is good. Overall, I'm happy with it. I think it was something that was kind of something that makes sense. But then let's just talk about the details, shall we? So, not surprising at all. Analysts see Xbox Game Pass price cut as inevitable shift that will drive subscription growth in 2026. Dropping Call of Duty does not mean the death of day one in game releases on Game Pass. Opinion is divided on the impact of the game's revenues. Analysts tell GamesIndustry.biz that Microsoft's decision to cut the price of Game Pass and remove Call of Duty as a day one offering was an expected response to the latter's limited impact on driving subscription revenue, although opinions differ on the impact of Call of Duty's revenue. It's coming from John Hicks over at GamesIndustry.biz. It was clear, quote, from very early on in the Call of Duty on Game Pass experiment that it did not lead to a significant increase in Xbox console sales or even subscriptions, says Circana's Matt Pistachio. I'm sorry, man. That was too easy. It's too easy, man. I saw the P and then the Piscatella. Jeez. I just saw the P-I. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Matt. Matt Piscatella.
Piscatilla.
Yeah, Piscatilla. I mean, it's piss in the last name. I mean, I'm sure you got belief for that.
Yeah. He said piss.
Piscatella. All right, Matt, what you got? So this change is not surprising at all, and a little overdue perhaps, but not surprising. Piers Hardling Rolls of Ampere Analysis agrees that the commercial reasoning for pursuing a subscription-first strategy for new releases the size of COD has not been realized. Its inclusion in Game Pass has hopped to turbocharge the service, he says. But these short-term intense boosts of subscribers taking advantage of cheaper access to one of the most popular premium games available has not been able to be sustained for a long time. The data has never suggested to me that Call of Duty's shift into Game Pass had a big impact on sales of the game. Harding Rolls said that Microsoft was leaving a substantial amount of revenue on the table through the loss of premium sales, echoing previous reporting that Xbox had lost $300 million in Call of Duty revenue through the game's inclusion in Game Pass. Although Piscatella disagrees, the data has never suggested to me that Call of Duty's shift into Game Pass has had an impact on sales of the game. And I am certainly not convinced at all that the inclusion of Call of Duty on Game Pass on day one had any significant impacts on sales of the game on, say, PlayStation platforms. If future versions of Call of Duty deliver the experience its players want, then sales will thrive regardless of its inclusion or exclusion from Game Pass. Both agree, however, that the drop in price for Game Pass Ultimate is a welcome change that should increase subscriber numbers. Harding Rolls said the inclusion of COD had led to pricing Game Pass Ultimate out of the reach for many, and that change in approach is a balanced solution to those challenges. I think the price reduction should help subscriber numbers grow, says Piscatella, although I am doubtful it will lead to higher Game Pass spending short term given the discount. But we'll see. Content is one of the biggest drivers of subs and cancellations, so perhaps there will be some other surprises that will help drive subscription numbers. Subscription spending has been one of the stronger areas of the video game market over the past 2 years and is in a good position to continue growing as players look for value with their gaming dollars, particularly given what's happening in everyday areas of consumer spending such as housing, food, and now gas and fuel. The $29.99 monthly price was making the value part of that consumer calculation questionable. Nice little spending chart Ampere Analysis provides of Ampere Analysis of a global Xbox Game Pass consumer spending goes from 4.89 or 4.85 billion up to 5.95.
Yeah.
2025. Ampere estimates that the September 2024 price increase across Game Pass led to around $1 billion more in consumer spending across service tiers in 2025 compared to 2024. Starting Rolls said that drop in monthly price will see Game Pass ARPU rise once again in 2026, with a reduced chance of subscriber churn compared to the significant price hikes implemented in October 2025. Ampere data indicated a significant increase in Game Pass subscription revenues after a previous price increase in 2024. Starting Rolls does not see the change as a significant shift in the company's approach. If anything, this is a continuation of Xbox CEO Phil Spencer's legacy that prompted the release of previously exclusive games on other competing platforms. He says, categorizing it as, quote, a show of commercial pragmatism over long-held approaches to its business. A new windowing approach of Call of Duty does not mean the death of day one game released on Game Pass, he says. This is still a legitimate new release strategy for select games and first-party releases that will remain central to this approach. However, it does open the door to a more flexible approach to release windowing of first-party new games more generally. As the industry has seen with a shift away from platform exclusivity, Microsoft is not averse to pivoting its strategy to deliver a better outcome for the company. I think, like, we look at some of the stuff, I think, I mean, it's a talk going around, too, is, like, there's rumors that Xbox is really starting to talk about exclusivity again and possibly bring it back, and maybe even, like, console exclusivity to a certain extent. So I think those talks are certainly happening, but I think, overall, again, I mean, kind of the general news was that, which they didn't mention the price kind of drop, but Game Pass Ultimate's going from $30 to, I believe it's $22.99 now. So it's like dropping $7.
Yeah.
Call of Duty will no longer be available day one on Game Pass. I think it's going to be like a year kind of time exclusive. So it's like you'd have to buy it full price for day one, and then after a year, it shows up on Game Pass. So obviously, most people playing COD, they're not going to get it through Game Pass now, right? It's like there's no reason. So yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that that's kind of what they take away. I actually did read the articles. I haven't seen if stuff like, I know like Fortnite Crew and stuff like that was implemented into Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah. I'm assuming that's still there. I haven't looked if they ripped any other kind of offerings from Game Pass. It seems to be like, dropping Call of Duty was kind of the main thing that like they drove the price down for. So yeah, I think it's something certainly to look into and be mindful of, I guess, if anything else has been dropped. But yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting approach. I think whenever like Phil left and Asha, I think is her name, the new CEO, whenever she came in, I wasn't sure. Like I figured there'd probably be changes. I don't know, but I didn't expect Game Pass. I didn't expect to change like this, I guess, so quick. Like, oh hey, we're gonna, like, before June, whenever like the Xbox showcase and stuff happens, like you would think like, oh, maybe at that time they may announce something. But yeah, no, they're saying like this is a month and a half before Summer Games Fest and Xbox showcase, and they're just like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and do this, make this change, try and make Game Pass Ultimate more affordable again. So yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. I'll be curious to see kind of, I think to the point of the article too, like how is this going to affect first party in the future? I don't know, it certainly gives Xbox options. They'll have data to work with to see like, all right, like how is this like driving subscriptions, like removing Call of Duty, like maybe could we do this with other stuff? So what do you think, Mike? We're going to see vast changes in Game Pass?
Yeah, I mean, I like the analysis of cutting the prices to make it more affordable for everybody. I'm curious, like, if we're ever going to see the analytics of how many people left or canceled their subscriptions after they raised the price initially, for the Ultimate Game Pass in particular.
Yeah.
And now they're bringing it back down. It's like, are they bringing it back down because the math differential of like they lost more people at the lower rate that they actually ended up losing money when they raised it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder if that has anything to do with it, because for the longest time, and I've been preaching it for freaking years now, the idea of Game Pass was to get people in the door very early on, get them on a subscription based model, and then don't let them leave, like, ever, because you
Yeah.
win them over based on volume and players. Uh, I don't know what they were doing, what they were thinking when they increased the Game Pass value. I still personally felt like $30 a month was a good value to play on any device, anywhere, at any time. But the problem is like that would only make sense, one, if you have like the income to support it, but also if you had the infrastructure surrounded by you, like if you had a high speed internet, if you had the hardware and the devices that could run it efficiently, if it made sense for you on a personal level, like if you're an avid gamer and you're on the go, like that's the perfect thing to have. You know what I mean? So I think raising the price like they did reduced a lot of people down to the lower tiers. And maybe they're like, okay, maybe we did too much of a big increase. And plus, the economy and people freaking out, everything's a little bit more volatile and more uncertain than it's probably been in a very long time. So people are like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, the first thing I got to cancel is subscriptions that you don't really need. So people canceling like cable subscriptions, video game subscriptions, magazines, if people even still use that, you know. Discord. I know people that canceled Discord Nitro
Yeah,
because they're like, I want to save $5 extra a month. You know, like people will save money if they're scared
yeah,
or if they have changes in life. So I think there's more to it than just the value of Game Pass changing. I think it's um I think it's a signal of the overall worldwide economy of what's going on and why they might want to cut the price. You know,
yeah,
that's kind of what I would lean on.
yeah. No, I mean, I think it certainly does factor in. I think just looking at the price and kind of the decrease of it all, I think it. I mean, I think to your point, it's like it makes me curious. Like people that whenever they raise the price of Game Pass Ultimate to 30, how many people went back to lower tiers or just like
Yeah.
canceled entirely? I mean, I know there's probably a lot of people that cancel entirely. But there's also some people though that I know shifted to like lower tier. I think I shifted to like the PC Game Pass, which is like way cheaper.
That's what you
Um,
told me, yeah. Yeah, you went to like
I mean,
$10 a
that's
month or whatever it was.
yeah, I think it's like 15 or something. I don't know, maybe less than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I wonder like a lot of people either they cancel the subscription or switch to a lower tier. I mean, they had to have lost money, so I'm sure it's a big factor. But yeah, I mean, I think, but who knows? Maybe they came to their senses of like, yeah, it's to your point, you know, there's some difficulty with a lot of people just like make ends meet, and so like you look
Yeah.
at subscriptions, start cutting out the wants, right? Because it's like, all right, once
100%.
just go down to the needs, and yeah,
Dog,
you know,
go to the grocery store and try to buy steak. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Have you seen
wild.
gas prices? It's wild.
Yeah,
And shout
gas
out to
price,
anybody
yeah.
in the UK. They're definitely ruined. Like oil prices. Other countries they're really getting hit by it. Not like us. In the
Yeah.
States we're okay, but it's still wild.
Yeah, it's the same, man. It's expensive to live right now, so
Oh yeah,
yeah,
dude. It's wild.
yeah, it's I certainly don't blame him. But yeah, I mean, I'll be curious to see the numbers too. Like, I wonder if there's gonna be enough data by the time like the Xbox showcase rolls around, like a month and a half, to see like in May how many
Yeah.
people actually like jump back on. When they
I'm
change the
curious about
price.
too. Yeah, I mean, they're going to go through a huge change, just like you said in this article about how they switched over the leadership and the ownership team. So there's going to be a bit of a change of strategy of the Xbox brand. I'm very curious of how it's actually going to pan out, and the fact that Call of Duty isn't going to be on Game Pass like day one kind of thing anymore. It's going to be like, what's going on? Like, what's happening?
Yeah. And do we think within the next year, Mike, that the price will go back up? Could you imagine?
I think inevitably the price will go up.
I mean, yeah.
Again, it'll go back to 30. If not, it'll go higher. Maybe they'll double to like 45.
So-
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see, man. It really comes into like they're like to keep these servers online because everything's online, everything's connected to the internet, everything's running off of a server. It's getting more and more expensive. So
Yeah.
inevitably, they're gonna have to raise the prices just to keep the thing on.
Yeah.
Because they ain't going back to physical copies ever again. It's a wrap.
Yeah. I would say, bro, if they made it like 45 a month, this is like this is assuming again, no, like this would never be possible, but this is assuming that the impossible will be possible. What if they made it like 45 a month, but they made like every single game in Xbox catalog backwards compatible and playable through the cloud? It's like, would you pay $45 a month for that? That'd be kind of nuts.
Nah.
Kind of
Nah.
insane.
I would go to
Insane
eBay and I
library.
would buy like an OG Xbox, an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, Xbox Series XS. And I would buy all the old ones and I would buy all the old games because you can buy like some of these games like AAA quality high rated games for less than $5 and you could buy a buttload of them. And that's what I would do. Because $45 a month, dude, that's $540 a year.
Listen,
That's a lot.
standing in the round table right now. You know how many people are lazy, Mike? You know how many people don't want to go on eBay and buy out a console, buy out a games, trying to buy a $200 collector's edition of a game that they want. It's like there's some PlayStation games out there. You try to buy a hard copy, it's like $300. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lazy people out there. They could be like, all right, $45, I can play any game I want. Sure, let's do it, Bob. And they're gonna hop on, they're gonna play it. That's how it's gonna be.
Let's be real. You know what everybody's playing? Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty, Skyrim. What's it called? Elder Scrolls. What else am I missing here?
Dave Beers BMX 2. I mean,
Red Dead Redemption. Like
one. That's another
that's
one.
basic. It's like 10 games.
They could be playing Sonic Revolutions.
That's also on like Nintendo and PlayStation, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing
Forza.
I don't know. Cooking Mama's Cooking Delight. Hey, there's like you'll have an audience for like the Bratz game that was on Xbox. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Rugrats.
There's audience. If you had the whole library at your disposal, like only $45.
I would honestly do it just for the rare games. If I'm feeling super nostalgic on a late night,
man.
Sunday.
Any game at your disposal would be wicked. Be actually insane. Just saying.
You can get it. There's ways to get it.
That is the land of impossible, though, and unfortunately, there will never be a day where the licensing would allow it, the companies would allow it, and certainly Xbox would allow it. It's impossible.
You're right. You ain't lying.
Which is unfortunate, but there is a game, a remake of a game that is so beloved, and none other than Assassin's Creed, Mike.
Yeah, Black Flag Resynced. So, we got an article over here. Eurogamer and the wonderful Victoria Phillips wrote this article. It is about, the quote is, "We know you know, but how about we tell you some more?" And it's about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced worldwide reveal announced for this week. So hopefully by the time you guys hear us, this announcement's actually going to be already out. So you can give us the thoughts in the description below. There is a trailer about Black Flag Under the Flag, and you can check it out in this article if you want to. So links are in the description. But let's go ahead and read it. Ubisoft will officially unveil its long in the pipeline Black Flag remake, officially known as Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, with a dedicated showcase. Sharing the showcase announcement on social media, the Assassin's Creed team wrote, "We know you know, but how about we tell you some more now?" The Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced showcase will air later this week on April 23rd. For those in the UK, things will be kicking off on YouTube at 5 p.m. For those elsewhere, that's 4 p.m. UTC, 6 p.m. CEST, and 9 p.m. PDT. The iconic solo pirate adventure returns. The YouTube blurb teases, suggesting that a multiplayer mode is not included. Of course, and as Ubisoft has acknowledged, we do indeed already know more than Ubisoft wanted us to at this stage of the remake's reveal. In fact, while I won't link it here, footage from the upcoming showcase is currently making the rounds online. Earlier this month, the alleged release date for the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced also leaked. And then there's a post officially from the Assassin's Creed Twitter page. So, needless to say, the journey to the official unveiling of the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced has been a turbulent one, eventually making it one of gaming's worst kept secrets. Something, as you can see in the post above, Ubisoft is leaning into. So back in August of last year, voice actor Matt Ryan, who portrayed protagonist Edward Kenway in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, claimed legal action was brought against him by Ubisoft after hinting at its existence during a convention. However, rumors of a remake were circulating long before that. In March this year, Ubisoft made the remake official, sharing artwork of Kenway posting Massword, accompanied by Assassin's Creed Flag Resynced logo. So, yeah, I mean, dude, Ubisoft has no freaking idea how to keep a secret, and suing a guy that's your voice actor, that's wild.
That's funny.
That's kind of wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty nutty. But it's one of my favorite games. Yeah. I think it's going to be sick. I hope it's going to be sick. I really want it to be sick. I'll probably replay it. Hopefully it's on the Game Pass. That discounted Game Pass we just read about. That'd be sick.
That'd be sick.
But I want to be a pirate again, man.
You know what's going to be on? It's going to be on Ubisoft Plus, Mike. That's what it's going to be on. You already know it is.
Oh,
You
got
already know.
Ubisoft
You
Plus
already
now.
know.
What was it before Uplay or something?
I feel like
They
isn't
change it
Ubisoft Plus like
constantly,
integrated with Game Pass now? I don't know. Anyway,
dude, you have to get like a second tier half the time.
pretty sure you can play
There's
like
just that way
Odyssey
with
on
EA.
Game Pass. You play Odyssey?
Yeah.
Play Origin? Play a lot. But yeah, dude,
They're so
no,
obnoxious.
Assassin's Creed 4, man. There's so many people that played 4 Black Flag. It's a beloved of the franchise.
So good.
Like
I think it was peak.
Yeah, like I probably correct. I mean, like I talked about it before, man. Like when I used to sail on those ships, singing those sea shanties with my crew, and the water was there, you're getting ship fights, and you're just like, right, you're just fighting pirates, man. Like it was a really good time. I spent a lot of hours on this game, and the story, the world, it was all great. So I'm curious to see, like, you know, with this remake, like, did they actually go all out? Is it like, you know, are there UI improvements? Is there quality of life improvements, man? Am I stepping into a world that I am so familiar with, yet so interested in seeing what's new? There's only one way to find out, and that's when we see this unveiling of Resynced.
Yep. This week.
Which, guess what? You've already seen it if you're watching this. So
that's a fact. Yeah.
Just tell us. Like, I wish you could tell us right now. You know,
honestly,
kind of upset.
DM me. DM me when you're watching it.
Yeah, dude. I'll definitely. I don't know if I'll be able to tune into the actual event, but I will very much be watching the highlights, man. Watching the trailers and all that after the fact. So
I kind of want to be hopeful, man. It's just it's good. Like on paper, it should be something that I want. It should be cool, but I hope I don't skip out on it because it's a remake. I'm very much against remakes, but at the same time, it's like, dude, what happens if this game comes out and it's just completely half baked and it's trash? It's just not very good, and it's like, what am I doing? It's like, blah.
Don't say that, even with the likelihood of Ubisoft. Don't say that.
Yeah, I know. What I would like to see, even if they do a 1-for-1 remake, I would like, if they do a 1-for-1 remake, remaster, resynced, it needs to have way better graphics. It needs to have unlimited frame rate.
True.
It needs to not be buggy and broken.
True.
And it needs to be cheap because, come on. Like,
all things that are true.
Come on. Yeah.
All things that need to be true. There should be a checklist in their office of like, needs to be true. And everything you just listed got to be like at least 5 bullet points. You know what I'm saying? You make a remake, that should be like, you should literally just have a board. That should be like the first thing. Like, all right, I have an idea. We should remake this game. It's like, all right, what are the things that need to happen? Everything you just listed pretty much. I feel like every remake, it's like, all right, let's make that happen. I mean, even if the engine is like dog meat, all right, like, just try and make it happen. Like, you can't have a successful remake if you're not having like these upgraded graphics and just overall functionality of the game. So,
yeah, I do think it's kind of weird though, because if you gotta think about it from Ubisoft's perspective, they tried to do the multiplayer aspect of Skull and Bones, and that was just a complete fumble, and nobody liked it, and it just wasn't complete. And that was it largely based on Black Flag. So, and people still bought that game, so there's still interest for this type of game, but there's no multiplayer in the resync version. So it makes you wonder, what are they thinking? Like, what's the goal? What's the strategy? Is probably the best way to say it. Oh, Skull and Bones actively 232 people. Is that what I'm seeing? Live at
117 in game, according to Steam.
Yeah, 117 in game. But that's not even the scary part. To me, the scary part is 3 out of 6 approval, or 2 out of 3 approval.
Dude, the all-time peak player was 2,600 on Steam.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I was trying to.
I mean, you can't delay a game for 10 plus years.
I was about to pull these numbers, Mike. I was hoping they'd be in like the thousands. I'd be like, I told you got people playing this game.
No, bro.
Oh, man.
A lot of people just want to know. It's like, I'm scrolling to the comment section right here, and one of the things that I stopped on just happenstance, and I totally agree with what he's saying, but the quote is, why on earth does a remake need its own reveal event? That's a good point. If you think about it, it's just like the whole point of a remake is like you drop a trailer and you try to make a quick buck. Why are you doing a reveal? Unless it's like one of the last saving graces for Ubisoft, because they haven't had a hit dude, since Origins. Maybe.
Perhaps Valhalla.
When was their last like true hit, dude?
Valhalla. And even that was like 60 hours of bloat, so it wasn't really.
Like, what are we doing, man? I don't know. I don't know.
So we're just gonna like sit here and not talk about the last Assassin's Creed title that I'm forgetting the name of. So this joke is falling flat because I don't even know the name of the game.
It's the samurai one.
And
Hikaru. I don't know. Hikaru is a guy that plays chess.
I was gonna say Syndicate. Syndicate was like 10 games ago. I don't know what I'm saying.
Last Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Shadows.
Jeez, yeah. See, I knew it was
Mirage is the one you might be thinking of.
No. Well,
it's a Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, Mirage was like second to last.
Dude, yeah, they pump them out so often, and it's like.
Or Mirage was supposed to be going back to the Assassin's Creed forum with like Assassin's Creed 1. It wasn't 50 million hours, but yeah.
No, yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows is the last one, and that was the one based in Japan. And that was the one that like upset a lot of people. It's like what you expect. It was done by a bunch of French Canadians in Quebec.
That came out. Was that last year? It came out. Was it 24? I can't remember.
No, it was 25, bro.
25. Okay.
Literally came out March 20th, 2025. Switch 2 came out December 2nd.
It's been a year, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even understand. I will say I love freaking Japanese culture and history. I watched something on Netflix not too long ago. It was actually pretty sick. It was based on one of the old empires in Japan. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it.
Dude, man, like,
it was sick. It was all in Japanese too.
Yeah.
A couple of famous Japanese actors in there as well.
Yeah, Japan's on the bucket list for me, man. So I will go there before I die. Mark my words. Unless the world's like blown up. And I won't get to, but I'll be dead, so it doesn't matter.
Japan might be okay. Maybe. I don't know. They survived too.
Hey, man. They survived too is crazy. Okay.
I know that. I know my history. My bad, dude.
I mean, it is reality. I'm just saying, man.
It's wild that happened, bro.
I just want to go to Japan. I just want to like hit up a shop, get some ramen. I want to go. Yeah. I mean, I know there's like shops here, but like Japan has like the rotating sushi shops or whatever. It's like literally they just like the food just rotates and you just grab it and that's how you pay for it. Dude, I want to go to one of those.
You got to be careful though, because there are some of those like around me, a lot of good sushi spots, but they let it roll for a while, right?
Oh, yeah,
and if sushi's sitting out for a while and it's like room temperature, some sushi rolls
it's already
will just be
raw. It's already raw, and then you like it just the roll just sits there for 2+ hours, and that bacteria starts forming. Then you
and not only that, but it's like people can be messy too when they're like grabbing the plates because like anybody can touch the plates, right? It's not just you. And like let's be real, the U.S. isn't very respectful, whereas like Japan is a very respectful like group community kind of atmosphere where they understand like hey, like other people are gonna be here and they're courteous. So yeah,
that's why I want to visit Japan, dude. That's why I want to go.
Say less.
It's gonna happen.
There.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, dude. I have a buddy that's already been once. He was already talking about going again. I gotta join him there. I join my mans.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's basically going full passport bro status. Convinced another guy to move in with him, and he's like, "We're gonna start day trading." And it's like, well, he's already doing okay day trading. And he's like, "I'm gonna teach you, and then we're gonna start doing traveling." He's like planning it out. He's like, "I'm gonna go to Laos, Thailand." I'm like, "I know what kind of man you are. I know why you're going there."
I know why you picked Thailand specifically.
Yeah, dude.
I'd love, dude. Oh man, New Zealand's up there too, man. I'd love to visit New Zealand. Dude, ever since seeing Lord of the Rings. All right. Anyway, that's how it's just what it is. We could talk about something that is Japanese related. If you'd like to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it is 100% Japanese related.
If you would like to discuss.
It's one of the most famous brands in Japan ever.
Quite literally. Pokemon. Yeah, there's a lot of things been going around, Mike, with the Pokemon competitive scene. I'm sure you've seen the TCG scene. Been a lot of controversies over, like some people literally, they would win their match, right? And it'd be so intense of like, they would stand up, they would like barely, I say like throw their earbuds, but they like barely like just essentially like place them on the table in a way that the judges didn't like. Boom, disqualified. Just like
That's
he
crazy.
just destroyed the person in front of him, and then like just for barely like tossing his earbuds on the table, like nope, you could have hurt somebody. It's like what?
That's insane. I would be stationary until the other person left.
Yeah, like, and so everyone in the comments of like on social media are just like, yeah, so they're literally just supposed to be robots. Like they're supposed to win and just be like, just no emotion. That's what we're saying.
That's unhinged.
Let's talk about
psychotic even.
Tom Phillips, IGN reports, Pokemon doubles down on decision to penalize pro player. We would like to share some information which may not be known to the broader community. All right, let's get into it. This is not necessarily related to the story I'm mentioning. I think there's like multiple instances of this across the scene. This is more so Pokemon Go, I think, as well. So anyway, let's talk about it. A Pokemon Pro player saw his tournament win taken away from him. Controversial circumstances will not be getting an official reprieve. That's according to a new official ruling handed down by Play Pokemon, the team within the Pokémon Company that handles competitive events, which doubles down on the decision to punish Pokemon Go player Firestar73 and levies fresh accusations that he was shaking the table during gameplay, causing a disruption to the broadcast experience. Earlier this month, both Firestar73 and his opponent spoke out after the player's grand final victory at the Pokemon Orlando Regionals was taken away, seemingly due to his match win celebration, where he stood up, did a fist pump, shook the hand of the other player. We have a video here. I won't play sound for the recording, but like this is so. I mean, if you're watching the video, you clearly see it. It's like literally stood up, took the earbuds off, said "yeah," and they were like, "Too drastic." It's just like what? Grand finals victory just yoinked because he just stood up and was like, "Let's go." Maybe tossed his headset. Let's go.
I don't think
he did. It was nowhere near the guy. This ball.
If you came in like second place there, would you take the winning?
Like, yeah, if you came in second place and they just gave you the victory,
yeah, because of what he did.
Yeah, I'd be
what
like,
would you do?
I'd be so against it. I'd be like, no, like, look, he won. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Unless it was like clear foul play or you suspect something. I don't know. But even then, it's just like whatever. Like they say, you won. Like, I don't know. I'd feel odd about doing that.
That doesn't make sense to me. It's like, bro, have you never had passion?
Yeah. There's another
clip. It
clip.
wasn't even toxic.
There was another clip responding to that clip. So here's a live look with a close-up of the headphones making contact on the desk. This had to be the decision that came from the higher-ups as an attempt to be consistent with their ruling based on the incident that happened a day prior. So they showed like kind of someone's filming sort of an outside look and like he like threw, so like he throws, he's like showing him throw the headphones in slow motion to kind of see if maybe he's trying to disrupt something, I guess.
Not even like
took it off. Dude, the tracking's insane on this. Where are the headphones going? He said, yeah, shakes it, tosses. Oh my gosh, Mike. I can't believe he did that. Wow.
Unbelievable, honestly.
That's unacceptable, man.
I mean, to be fair, he was super animated, but I wouldn't consider that ridiculous.
Yeah, no, definitely not. He's afterwards, he's like sitting on the desk, like breathing, like I can't believe I just won. Congrats to you, Firestar. Even though according to the powers that be, you didn't win. So
I could also see how he might have been playing with his opponent at the end. Because when you look at it, it's like his opponent's attacking, and then he just kind of stopped, and then his character did a move and then killed him. And that was it. And it's like, yeah, it was obviously decisive, and it was a wrap.
No. Pokemon fans roundly backed Firestar73 and called the decision to take away his victory embarrassing. Firestar73 himself said he had asked to have the decision officially re-examined. That decision has now been made, but has done nothing to calm fan fury over the incident, with many seeing the fresh accusations as simply an attempt to justify the original decision. Quote, during the Pokemon Go Grand Finals, we would like to share some information which may not be known to the broader community. Play Pokemon wrote an official ruling. Prior to the final game incident, during Game 1 of the bracket reset series, The player was issued a warning for the action of hitting and shaking the table during gameplay. Actions such as these can have a negative impact on the experience of participants and disturb the match in progress. Then, during Game 5, this same player's behavior continued to be disruptive, including shaking the table to the point that there was a disruption to the broadcast experience. These repeated infractions resulted in a penalty that was escalated to game loss. Oddly, there's no suggestion that Firestar 73's winning celebration was an issue, only the accusation that he was disruptive during the game. Something there had been no public discussion of being an issue previously. Are we grasping at straws here, Mike? Sounds like it.
I don't know. It makes you wonder. It's like if they're making that, if that's the claim, if that's what they're saying is the claim of what happened, then show me footage of him freaking out, slamming the table, and doing all types of distraction, being disruptive.
We will uphold the decisions made by the judges at the event, Play Pokemon statement continues. Pokemon judges are committed to bringing the best possible experience to our players by preserving the competitive integrity of our events. Without them and their commitment to play Pokemon, we would not be able to hold events, and it is our expectation that they are treated with the same respect as all people in the community. In the moment of a win, emotions are high, and we recognize that these emotions can lead to energetic reactions celebrating a win. We want to support this authentic, positive reaction and not discourage this excitement. Celebrations are not an issue, but actions that disrupt or can negatively impact competitive integrity can be. The statement has gone down, as well as you might expect, with hundreds of angry responses across Reddit and social media, where an official post on X Twitter has been given a community note stating that Firestar wasn't given an initial warning for shaking the table, something fans say should have taken place before any action was taken. Firestar 73 himself has also responded and addressed the table shaking accusation, saying, quote, "The incident you are now for the first time claiming was the basis of the decision did not affect the gameplay at all, yet decided the whole tournament," he wrote in a post on X. Section 2.1 requires a clear explanation of any infraction and its penalty. And I was never given this as the basis at all. These table setups are extremely uncomfortable with the heavily locked down phone with a USB-C adapter to hardwire the device. One fan wrote in a lengthy thread discussing the situation on Reddit. The players are stressing because it's grand finals and are aggressively tapping their phones. Of course the table's shaking. It's like, yeah, I didn't think about that, but it's like, you play a game like this, you're like trying to capture the Pokemon, you're like, whoa! You're like trying to fight, you're like sitting there tapping and going crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, like, how am I supposed to like just tap my device and not shake the table? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you are doing this,
if you're just like
physically just, yeah, I mean, dude, that's obviously gonna happen.
It's inevitable. Play Pokemon had the perfect opportunity to listen to the community and correct an egregious error, but instead decided to double down to showcase their authority and prop themselves up as infallible, wrote another. It wouldn't be a display of weakness for Play Pokemon to admit that one of their own made a mistake and override the decision. After all, even though Play Pokemon is one entity, it's comprised of hundreds of individuals. People are human. People, even judges, can make mistakes. It happens.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. That is actually strong to say, but at the same time, it's like, bro, taking somebody's win away, that's kind of nuts, right?
It seems really insane to me. Yeah, I don't know, man. The whole thing is just kind of like they probably messed up but don't want to admit it, so they're just doubling down, and now people are probably not going to want to compete in the events, and it's not good.
The classic, we've investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
of course.
I don't agree with this man. Firestar's a goat, all right, dude. This guy's making waves, dog. Like in the Pokemon play, dude. In the Pokemon Go scene, dude. And you're just gonna sit here and try and take it away from him. Yeah,
I do think it's pretty unreasonable that they just like let this happen. That's just
I don't know. It seems insane.
It should have never gotten to that point. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it seems insane. So it's competitive Pokemon Go, man. Like everything's competitive now. Like, why can't someone just be the greatest of all time at Pokemon Go? Why can't you just let someone be, man?
All it means is that he's going to have to go back and compete again.
And not shake the table at all and win. He's going to go back. He's like, look, I'm going to play to the rules of the powers that be, and I'm going to show you. And maybe that's his mindset. That's honestly like, that'd be a Cinderella story, dude. You're like, all right, they took my win away. I go back and I get it fair and square. That'd be nuts. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while. How much RG do you think's in it? Like, do you think he just got lucky in certain spots and that's why he made grand finals, or do you think there's like actual skill in it?
Um,
Not
I'm
to
sure
not to
there's
discredit his ability.
no. I think there's skill in the same way that there's skill in poker.
Okay.
But there is luck as well. Like statistical advantages with that type of game will come into play. Like sometimes people just they roll a die and they hit snake eyes and they were betting $1,000 on it. It's like that was their long shot play. You know what I mean? That just gotta happen. I don't know too much about how like Pokemon Go actually like how intense it is and how extreme it is, but at the same time, it's like it can't be 100% all skill because just video games in general have a little bit of RNG built into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Well,
What
hey,
do you
man.
think? Do you think it's super skill?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure if this is pretty sure it's Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go's changed a lot though. I feel like since I played, so there's probably some skill in it. Like I don't know, it's yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's like now, but hey, man, like how Firestar proves them wrong, dude. Take that skill, bring it back to the next tournament, and show them who's the greatest of all time, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
It's so
It's
crazy that like
crazy.
Pokemon Go was so popular when it came out.
Yeah,
It's so nutty.
it's kind of nuts. People still play, man. They're still just like, all right, man, let's
10-year-old game, brother.
Don't say that. 10,
Yeah.
10 don't say that. 10 years.
Yeah, you take that home with you.
I still can't get over the fact that COVID started 7 years ago. I still like, or 6 years ago.
Nah, 6 years ago. Calm down. 7's.
I'm sorry. I saw a post that was like March of 2019, and that it said the timestamp was 7 years ago, and I was like,
So, yeah. Dude, the time's flowing, bro. It's absolutely flowing. It's stressful, even.
I'll be, I guess 40 soon.
Man, it's all over. Bro. It's all over, bro.
It's 40's it's over the hill, dude.
Yeah. I got to get back in my run grind, bro. Dude, yeah. All right. Anyways, let's not get depressed, man.
Let's talk about Bungie. Let's talk about Bungie, Mike. Bungie.
Let's not get too nostalgic. Anyways, let's talk about Halo and Bungie.
Let's not get too sad. Let's talk about Bungie and them dying.
No, okay. So we got Paul Tassi over here, senior contributor. We've covered him multiple times. He's over at Forbes. He wrote an article called "More Bungie Devs Are Working on Marathon Than Destiny 2 Right Now." Okay, Paul. Okay, what do you got going on, brother? Let's see.
All right.
Let me fix my leg for this one. Sit up a little bit. All right, so Marathon continues to try to retain and attract players with Bungie launching the game a month ago, and Sony is eyeing to see if it can break PlayStation's recent live service curse. But Bungie's primary live service, Destiny 2, is fading quickly with a lack of updates, and it may not surprise you that Destiny 2 is not, in fact, Bungie's primary live service anymore, or at least it's close to a tie. My sources at Bungie confirm to me that while previously Bungie had a fairly significant edge in devs working on the game, now, of the 800 or so remaining Bungie employees, it's now more evenly split, with Marathon now edging Destiny 2 by a bit, though obviously the two games share the same amount of logistics support within Bungie. Previous information on the original split was from the combination of comments from Joey Ziegler and is it Joe? Yeah, Joe Ziegler.
Joe Ziegler. I think it is.
Yeah, Joe Ziegler, and reporting from Jason Schreier, who said that after layoffs and cancellations, about 300 of Bungie's 850 employees were working on Marathon, with 550, the clear majority, still working on Destiny 2. But at launch and now post-launch, those two sections of the company have drawn neck and neck in getting Marathon some momentum. It is previously the larger priority for Bungie at the moment. The issue that's pretty clear to players looking at both games is that Marathon is a game with 4 maps and 6 classes currently, while Destiny 2 has been previously sustained by a constant stream of PvE content and at least formerly PvP content, which fell by the wayside much before this, with much more of the team heading to Marathon a long time ago. Development on Marathon, despite its size, may be much harder than it looks from the outside. But compared to the previous scale of Destiny 2, it wouldn't have been close. Okay. So Destiny 2's PvE content has dried up for months now, and there's another month and a half before anything of significance is added to the game at all in its mid-season update. But after that, there's still at least 3 more months until one of Destiny 2's smaller expansions. Well, At least we're assuming such an expansion still exists, giving the almost total lack of communication on the long-term future of the game. The news that more and more resources and personnel are switching to Marathon may not be the biggest shock, but this is the first time I can confirm such a change compared to the last we'd heard about this. The question now is if more will move over to once Marathon settles. It may swing back toward an attempt to revive Destiny 2, but the idea that around 400 people can sustain Destiny 2, a game that used to have almost the entirety of Bungie's 1,000 employees working on its some capacity, feels like a reach. And it sure seems like we have even less than 40% of the content we used to get at Destiny's peak. The future of both games is not very clear. Destiny 2 was supposed to press forward with a new, smaller expansion mid-season update model, but this is obviously running into significant issues even just in 1 year or year one. Marathon will continue will continue balance patching and working on future seasons with new maps, runners, and all important microtransactions. Love that part. But with the rapid departure of players, it may need to be a significant change to draw less hardcore players in. All of this feels like it's on a knife's edge, and we'll see what's to come over the next few months. Okay, what do you think? I mean, Marathon had a bit of a pop, and Arc Raiders has been actually going down on the player pool for a while now. And this article is not old at all. Like, this came out basically this morning. So,
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm
Yeah,
certainly not
go ahead.
surprised with like Destiny 2 kind of not the main priority after Marathon. I'll be
100%,
curious to see
yeah.
if that shifts. I mean, I think at this point it's like, all right, like, is this going to stay this way? Like, are more people going to get back on
Yeah.
Destiny 2 if they try to like bring back, or if they try to like ramp up expansions and stuff like that again? Um, I don't know, but yeah, but the way it sits right now, this definitely doesn't surprise me that like you'd have like
A little
Marathon would
bit.
have the slight edge in like support right now, especially it's a newer game, got to get it off the ground.
Yeah,
Um,
gotta get it off the ground, gotta keep the player base and like engaged, and you always know people will probably come back and play Destiny 2 again. Um,
yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
especially
Destiny 2 is so optimized, it's like you can kind of let it do its thing.
yeah. I mean, really, it's like all of that game. It's like if you want to just keep doing expansions, that's like the only thing you could do with Destiny 2.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it was rumors of a Destiny 3 at one point. I don't know if that's like still a thing or I don't know with Marathon, probably not right now, but yeah, I mean, I think Marathon seeing that boost in development is certainly
Mhm.
going to be more helpful for that game. Like I said, Destiny 2 just doesn't need as much. But yeah, I mean, if it flips again, that I would also make me curious too. It's like if we get a report in like a couple months, this is like, oh, like
I think
my sources at Bungie are now saying Destiny 2 is getting more love. I don't know.
100%. I think that's something that we should continue watching for sure because Destiny 2 used to be the golden child for all of Bungie,
Yeah,
and with the live service model kind of just not being sustained on the Sony end of things, it makes you wonder. It's like, what is the plan here? Because I've seen a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of content on Marathon, and a lot of people are very very excited about it.
right.
But it's still an extraction shooter kind of like PVE environment. So how's that actually going to pay out to the broader first person shooter, like almost arena based system? Yeah,
Right.
so what you're looking at right now is what 19,811 on Steam
Oh,
charts.
yeah, this is just Steam.
Steam
Yeah,
charts, yeah, and that doesn't include PlayStation users.
yeah. I would assume
Um,
consoles same or higher.
no,
My assumption. Um,
I would hope so. You can probably look up. Actually, it's been a while since I looked this up. I'll do it right now. Xbox most played games. Now these are local, so it's region based, country to country, basically. Let's see what we got. So if we go to most played games, I wonder what it would be. I mean, Fortnite, Roblox are gonna be the top ones. For sure. Yeah, Fortnite's number one, Roblox, Minecraft, Call of Duty, Rocket League, NBA 2K, Rainbow Six Siege, GTA 5, Apex Legends, GTA Online, Madden NFL 26, Marvel Rivals is on here, Forza Horizon 5, Overwatch, and MLB The
Brawlhalla.
Show. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was top 15 right there. Battlefield's 16th. Arc Raiders is 17th. Dude, where even is Marathon? Is Marathon even on Xbox?
I had to
Am I crazy?
go. I had to load more a couple of times. I'll be honest.
Holy smoke. Okay, so that
4,
just
8,
tells me.
12, 16, 20, 24. 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64, 68, 72, 76,
Jeez. Yeah, there's something else going on, man.
80,
There's something else going on.
84, 88, 92.
It makes you wonder, like,
It's past 100, man. It's not even top 100 on this.
Yeah, that just tells you the type of players that are actually on Xbox. That might be why Game Pass is down, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, down in price. Like, I'm looking over here at Halo. It's 26th. No, 27 on the list. But then when you start scrolling up, it's like, dude, my God, all these games are old, bro. Old. Like archaic, like a decade old, bro. I'm without saying like NBA 2K26 or Madden 26. Like, what's the newest game on this list? Marvel Rivals. And then you have to go 5, 10, you have to go top 20 to get to Arc Raiders or Battlefield.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
That's great. They got Red Dead Redemption 2 up here in the top 5. In the top 5. Think about this. This is actually like kind of crazy, okay? In the top 5 in order is Fortnite. That game is 10 years old. It is old, bro. It is an old game. Roblox. That's an old game. Then you got Minecraft. How old is Minecraft now? Like 20 years old?
Close to it. 15 at least.
Yeah, it's old. Then, number 4, and this is like a catch-22, okay, is Call of Duty. And it's just Call of Duty is what's listed. So when you play Call of Duty, and you know this, some people might not because not everybody is into shooters. Call of Duty has a game launcher, and then when you launch the game launcher, it counts as playing the game.
Yeah.
So the game launcher is number 4, not the actual game, is what I'm saying. Because when you scroll down lower, you can see Black Ops 4 is on this list.
Yeah.
Or no, 3 is on this list, and 2. What the fuck? Modern Warfare is on this list. And then number 5 is freaking Rocket League.
Rocket League.
I play Rocket League. It's a ghost town on there, bro. Maybe that's because I'm like at such a high rank and I keep seeing the same people. Dude, I will get off for like weeks at a time, get back on, and I still match up with the same people.
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy. Like, you guys didn't rank up for real?
Dude, Rainbow Six Siege, man, it's top 10. Which is crazy to think of. Like,
that game is actually kind of goated, if we're being honest.
I know that game on console is huge, so makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People are for real. For real, for real.
Yeah, GTA 5
yeah, but that's just
top 8. Like, it's crazy, man. It's wild seeing this.
Game Pass, like, say what you will, man. Xbox fell off, dude. Like, big time. Well, I shouldn't say that because Game Pass is pretty sick. And you get all these games, like literally all these games on this list are all on Game Pass. Every single one of them. Or they're free to play, right? So they won't be on Game Pass.
No.
So that's a pretty big deal. And if you get the Ultimate version, like the ones that are free as well, you're probably going to play that on like Steam or like a better launcher. Xbox really needs to fix their games launcher, and that's what they were working on before everybody like left. So who knows if that's still alive. I'm sure we're going to get some really interesting updates at Xbox Showcase later this year. And not only that, but Summer Games Fest. But dude, yeah, there's some stuff, man. It's wild.
Marvel Rivals, man. Marvel Rivals. Top 15.
Yeah. That's wild. Not just top 15, 12.
Yeah, free to play game though too, so keep that in mind. But
Overwatch is on here too.
yeah, it's wild, man. Like, yeah, I mean, don't want to spend like too much time looking at player accounts, but I'm actually curious.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's like, this Steam again. This is just Steam, but 88,000 in game right now. Marvel Rivals. It's pretty healthy, man. Like,
oh yeah,
especially what it launched at and everything. I mean, all time peak was 644,000 apparently, which is wild.
Nutty, absolutely nutty.
I mean, obviously, like game, it looks like over the past like couple of months they've actually dropped in overall player count. But hey, man, still pretty good. I'm still keeping a steady. I mean, like there's so many games that would kill for 20,000 concurrent, let alone they kill for 5, let alone 88. Like,
yeah, like I think people misunderstand. Like in today's market, there's more variety now, and yes, there's more people playing video games more than ever, but there's more variety, and there's not that much different than between like Marvel Rivals and Overwatch.
I mean, yeah,
And
it's
a
same
lot
same
of people,
genre.
and a lot of the times, especially with multiplayer games, is what the player counts really matter. You mostly want to play with your friends.
Yeah,
Very rarely do you have people that play by themselves, and if they do play by themselves, they eventually like get involved in a community
yeah,
if they play enough, and especially if they're really good at it. So I don't feel like it matters that much. It's not like back in the day when you had your choices were like a PlayStation or Xbox only. Nobody could really afford a PC. So people were playing Halo 3 and there were literally 2.5 million people on at the same time, like insane numbers. And
yeah.
the same thing was going on with Modern Warfare 2.
Right.
And they showed the player count. Whereas now it's so many different platforms, so many different regions. Xbox doesn't even produce or like show their statistics anymore publicly, whereas Steam charts do. It's kind of, yeah, take it with a grain of salt is what I'm saying here.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. It's interesting gaming time.
Yeah,
Interesting time to game.
yeah.
Look,
I'm very much looking forward to the progression of what happens with the Bungie and Marathon and kind of what they have planned and what happens to that studio because I've been following Bungie for forever, man.
true.
I want to see them do well.
Yeah, I think we all do. Seems have been into gaming at any point. Yeah, you want those legacy studios that once made great stuff to continue making stuff that's
Some of them need to
worthy
get
of
their
gamers.
freaking head out of their butt though.
This is true. They're not all
They're
created
not
equal.
all,
They're not all
yeah,
sustained equally. So
rough patches, man. Some companies, it's a wave.
I'm looking at a particular studio. Anyway,
Ubisoft. So,
um,
I
but
think of a few, if we're being, yeah, honest.
bro,
All right, fam. What else do we have to yap about? We done?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we're done. I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning. That was pretty much it. That
Okay.
was the conclusion.
Well, if that's the case, dude, I have a couple of things that I need to do, and
Same.
then I kind of want to do a little bit of gaming tonight. So I'm hoping I can hop on
Ooh.
and shoot my gun, and then kind of chill out, get some relaxation in this weekend, a little R&R, and get back on freaking Hogwarts Legacy, dude. I gotta get
Heck
on it.
yeah.
I want to sit on that couch and just fly around on the console shooter, vibe out.
Feel that, man.
That's my goal, and watch Kane's games. That's gonna be the most important thing.
I'm trying to Canes in 4, baby. I like who needs
Dude,
5? You know what I'm saying?
I hope, bro. I hope we sweep and then we have time off and then we can like no injuries. But dude, swear, it's gonna get violent. Game 3. It's gonna be nuts.
Oh
People are
yeah.
gonna be swinging. It's gonna be sick.
Not
It's gonna be a
expecting a
lot of
cake
fun.
walk, man.
Heck no, dude. Ottawa's the one that scares me. Like Ottawa scared me a lot. I think they got a team to do dark horse go the distance for sure. And the team that really scares me is Lightning.
Yeah.
That team's so good.
I think that series is tied now, isn't it? I think they lost the first game.
Yeah, they lost game 1 and I was
It's crazy.
dumbfounded.
They almost lost
I
game
was
2.
dumbfounded. I saw that. I was like, it's a miracle. Maybe they'll get upset. Please.
It couldn't, bro. They're struggling in game 2, man. It could happen. I don't know.
Yeah. The other one that freaked me out, man, is Penguins got smoked game 1.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going
game
on,
2
bro?
as well, dude. They lost. Dude, that was at Pittsburgh. They lost.
I
That's
was
bad.
I was in Pittsburgh
That's bad.
when that happened, and I was looking around. I'm like,
you lose game 1 and 2 at home. It's not looking
Yo,
good. Not looking
you're
good.
gonna lose to the Flyers in game 1.
They may get swept. They don't pay attention, man. They don't get it together.
I love Pittsburgh though. That was a beautiful freaking city. And the Pirates were doing well too. I think they won. There's so much stuff going on. And the NFL draft is this weekend in Pittsburgh, dude.
Yeah, dude. Day 1 has already happened by the time you're seeing this.
Yeah.
But no, it's tomorrow for us, so I'll be tuning in.
Yeah. I'll just read about it. I don't have time to wait forever. Just see the Panthers pick somebody that's probably going to be a bust.
All right, relax, buddy. Listen,
we only hit recently, man, on our first rounds. We're not always a hit.
I'm not so much worried about the Panthers. I just tune I don't pay attention the whole time, but I'll just keep it on the background. I'm just all right, let's see. I'm always curious, kind of who teams end up picking. So,
oh yeah.
At least I'll check out the first round. Then second and third and all that I don't really care for, but let's watch first. But yeah.
All right.
Exciting times.
Let's let the people go, dude. We're already past the hour mark. We ran through a couple of good articles. We have the links in the description. We have the timestamps if you want to come back. Kyle, is there anything you want to add, man?
Nothing else, man. Nothing else.
Okay. I gotcha. We'll let the people go. We hope you guys are enjoying your weather wherever you might be. It's been freaking bipolar by us, I'll tell you that. One day it's 80 degrees, next day it's 40. It makes no sense. But we hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying dry. You're enjoying life. And most importantly, we hope you're still gaming. So without further ado, this has been the M2 Podcast. We'll see you next week. I'm Michael Anthony. That's Kyle Heath. We'll catch you later. Peace out.
Bye,
Keep gaming.
Goodbye. Game.
Bye-bye.
You must game.
Game.